You're trying to break through and scale your business. Whether it's to a certain profit level, or to get a certain amount of freedom in your life, or you want to reach a certain amount of people. You have some number of people that you would like to reach and maybe change their lives. But the thing is, guys, over 99% of businesses fail to ever reach their goals in terms of scaling, to ever scale to any appreciable size. Now, why is that? Business is not like the Olympics. It's not a physical thing. You didn't have to be born with it. So what's the difference? It's knowledge. There's something that the businesses that win and scale are doing that the other businesses aren't doing. If you had that same knowledge and you acted on it, you too would be able to scale. It's a knowledge thing. The thing is, I went to Stanford University. I'm personal friends with Kevin Systrom, the founder of Instagram, and a lot of other top Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. I also run a business that is very much like what you probably would like to run, and that's my past. That's my experience. I've got over $500,000 of AB testing, 12, 13 years of experience. I've run a 7-figure business, then I lost it and got incredibly stuck, and in that process, I learned, and from speaking with my friends like Kevin, I learned that there's one thing that basically all successful businesses that achieve a large scale and manage to scale like they want to are doing, that basically all failures are not doing. And that's what we're going to teach you. Hey, Gary V, what's up, man? You know, I was wondering, how do you scale a business? Well, first you got to eat a lot of blueberries. I eat blueberries like it's my job. It saves so much time. All you mothers out there, you're just wasting so much time eating. Okay, so after the blueberries, then what do you do? Okay, so you're gonna make content for the next 3 years and you're gonna put it on TikTok. See, everybody's on TikTok, it's all about the attention. And you just keep putting it up there and keep making content, and then people are gonna love it, it's gonna scale. Eventually you're gonna do something that hits and it's just gonna scale, man. Content, it's about the content. Just don't buy the New York Jets, because that's for me. Don't buy the New York Jets. It's my thing. Content. But what if I want to scale my business now? And that kind of sounds like guessing. It is. Without diving into my entire story, which you don't want to hear just yet, I ran a business that did over 7 figures when I was pretty young. Then I tried to switch businesses and start something that was more scalable in a bigger market, and it just didn't work. I wound up spending all of my money and basically literally going broke. I then was stuck for over 3 years on that. It was absolutely terrible. And that was despite the fact that I went to Stanford, that I know all these top Silicon Valley entrepreneurs I could ask at any time, that I read everything by Russell Brunson and Gary Vaynerchuk and all that. What I want to show you now, starting right now and in the book Entrepreneurship Solved, is how I got unstuck and how being in that position showed me the solution to almost every problem you might be facing, because I went through it all. At the end of that rainbow, I wound up getting to live out my dream, which is really what I want for you. I had a list of everything that I wanted to do before I died. Bucket list, if you will. And I was super fortunate that I got to do all of that right before I turned 30. I got to fly in a fighter jet and break the speed of sound. I got to go to Vietnam, buy a motorcycle with a friend, and ride up and down the coast. I got to go to 6 of the top 10 restaurants in the entire world. I got to do everything that I wanted to. I got to hang out with celebrities like Rob Thomas and Lindsey Vonn. I'm gonna show you a bunch of pictures of that. It was really awesome. I really want you to get a conception for what's possible for you.
Yes, I will let your hair fly, let the beat ride, take a chance, like you won't regret it if you do it again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll be on the road again, I'll be on the road again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll be on the road again, I'll be on the road again.
thing is, guys, this isn't about me though. This is about you. I want you to break through so that you can live out whatever your dreams are. Your dreams are probably not the same as my dream. That's fine. If I can do all of that stuff, you can do whatever it is your dreams are. I got to hang out way more with my friends and family. Whenever they wanted to do something, I was able to take that time off and do it. I had the resources to do it. Whatever your dream might be. I did almost all of that when I was only making about $20K a month. I wasn't even a millionaire yet. So it's extremely accessible. You can do the same things. You just have to run a business that has the right fundamentals, that is scalable and follows the one thing that separates all those successful businesses from all the failures. And we're gonna go through that. This is going to be both comprehensive, so that if you're just starting, it's fine for you, and we're gonna go deep, so that if you're an expert, you will absolutely learn a lot of new stuff.
And what is that one thing, you ask? Emu farming. They use 1/5 as much land as cattle, they're adorable, they're super friendly, and they fly. What's that? They don't fly? And they don't even fly. Their milk makes you fly. No, don't farm emus. Disregard everything he said.
So what is that one thing, guys? It's all about how those businesses are connecting and forming relationships with their customers using scalable tools. The thing is, almost every business out there is doing the exact equivalent of trying to run up to people on the street and going, here, buy my product, it's awesome, it'll change your life, it'll satisfy all of your dreams, blah, blah, blah. If somebody did that to you on the street, would you buy from them? That would have to be one of the most incredible things you'd ever seen to overcome that and get you to buy it. Even if that thing legitimately would change your life, you're probably not gonna buy it. And that is where most entrepreneurs find themselves. They have this incredible thing and they cannot get it out because they're not forming a relationship with the customer. And I don't mean that in a woo-woo way. I mean a practical relationship. Think of it. If one of your friends recommends something to you, you're far more likely to buy it than if a stranger came up to you on the street. Now the thing is, businesses from Whole Foods to Starbucks to your favorite online coach in business, to your favorite coach in fitness or sports or whatever it might be, to Facebook, to Instagram, all of these companies, and we're gonna dive through and show you this, how all of these different companies do this, they're using scalable tools to form relationships with customers where those customers buy. The thing is, they are using time of exposure, they're using engagement, they're using emotions to create relationships. My expertise is in practical psychology. One of the things there is how to get engagement and attention and how people form relationships. So we're going to show you how to use the tools that you have available to do this one thing, to form relationships in a scalable way. Now think about this. If you could use the tools that are available to your business, anything from billboards to online advertising to video to writing, you could put that out there and form 1,000 relationships with 1,000 customers. How do you think your business is going to do? Are a lot of those people going to buy whatever it is that you're selling? Probably. What if you could then scale that to 10,000 relationships, to 1,000,000 relationships? Are those people going to buy from you? They probably are, a huge fraction of them. That's how you scale. Scale the relationships, scale the sales. The question is, how do you form relationships with scalable tools? Once you can form a relationship with scalable tools, you just scale the use of the tools. You scale the relationships, you scale the sales. That's what McDonald's is doing, that's what Facebook is doing, that's what Instagram is doing, that's what online coaches that are making millions are doing. We're gonna show you how to do that.
Do you really want to be an entrepreneur like this? It's all I can afford to eat today. I better save the rest for tomorrow.
Guys, please, if you learned anything from this, please do one thing. Do not try to go out and reinvent the wheel. I know you're smart. You're probably one of the smartest people you know, where you wouldn't be thinking about trying to start a business. I know, like me, you're probably stubborn. You wouldn't be thinking about trying to start a business. But please, Do not go out and just try to reinvent the wheel. That's how I got stuck for over 3 years, because I thought that I knew enough. And I did know 80 or 90% of the picture, and it's that last 10 to 20% that make all the difference. Because we've given people so many tools to start businesses and put out their agendas that it's gotten incredibly competitive. It's like an Olympic sport now, and I should know because I was a near Olympic level athlete. And at that level, you cannot do it yourself. You have to have a coach. So you need to learn from other people. There's millions of people go out there doing experiments right now, and there's people studying that and bringing that information to you. You have to learn what's rising to the top in other people's efforts and do what's working, and then find the 2 or 3 areas where you know best. And I absolutely did know best in 2 or 3 areas, and innovate in those areas while doing best practices in the other areas. That's how you win. That's how you win. Now, worst case scenario, let's say I'm completely wrong, I don't know what I'm talking about. You get the beginning of the book for free. Read the first 10 pages or so, and you'll know whether or not it's going to be valuable to you. What else could you do with that time? You could probably go to Starbucks and get a cup of coffee. You could probably watch part of a TV show on Netflix. You could probably watch 2 or 3 YouTube videos. Worst case scenario, that's all you lose. No money, a cup of coffee, or a couple YouTube videos. Best case scenario, I do know what I'm talking about. I went to Stanford. I'm friends, close personal friends with the founder of Instagram, as well as a lot of other Silicon Valley top entrepreneurs like Lisa Falzone, who started Revel Systems and sold it for over $100 million. The guy who's 3 or 4 on the team at Airbnb, also worth hundreds of millions. I've done over $500,000 of ad testing myself. Best case scenario, I know exactly what I'm talking about, and this changes your life. I would say if you execute everything in here properly, it should be worth at least $150,000 to you over the next 2 years alone. Best case scenario, just trying this, just seeing for yourself and forming your own opinion, just starting it, showing us where to send it. We'll send it to you by email. Just tell us where to send it, start it, and see for yourself, because it really, really might change your life. But whatever you do not just reinvent the wheel. Go out and learn from smart people what the best practices are, and then innovate in 2 to 3 areas. Guys, please give it a shot and see for yourself. I'll see you on the other side.